Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode in the Bunkerville series. I've decided to just start doing the intro now because I am doing something that's going to take a lot of time, which is basically, and it's the reason behind why I'm wearing leather armor and not my diamond armor. Specifically, it's a lot of. I'm doing some recycling for the community because I got fed up with how disorganized this section warp XP was. So that's our little mob grinder, and so as you can see there's sort of like overflow, and then I have been organizing it so you do have these sections, and I know I started, there we go, different sections. So I've organized this area a little bit. Basically the chests over here will fill up with random items that just look like this. Like imagine this just copied and pasted to the other side. That's basically what it looks like. And so I'm like, I'm gonna help the community and just organize things. So I've just combined the durability, because you can in this section. So if I go over to here, and I take this chest plate, for example, I can combine it with that chest plate. And so then it has higher durability, and then I put the final ones in spaces like here. There's no reason for me to do this. I just wanted to do it. But it's also because it's free XP for me, because I just disenchant everything using these grindstones. And that's what led me to this. Is actually because I needed to repair my pickaxe because of a building project that I'm doing, or at least a mining project. So if we go to home mine, never mind, I deleted that home dirt. So you have this huge chunk of space that I'm deciding to carve out, and this is not because I actually need stone right now. This is actually just because I need to get to Y level -34, and right now I'm at positive 65, so I've got a long way to go. Now why I'm doing this is because I saw a video that had somebody doing a test on what new Y level you should be mining at to get resources, and they said -34, but then my pickaxe got very low. So if we go back to home storage, my pickaxe is currently like this, except the thing is, to like fully repair it, to get some diamonds, it takes 35 to get to like a decent, or even just 34 to where I feel comfortable having it fully repaired. And that's because of how it goes up exponentially if you've repaired it before, and I have repaired it before. The last time it was 17, so half of this. So, but because of that, I need more levels, and so I'm like, okay, I could do trading, but eventually that was just like gonna take too long, so I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. And so I ended up being like, okay, I'll just go to the mob spawner. Saw the mob spawner, saw how disorganized it was. I'm like, I'm just gonna help people clean up warp PvP. Not warp PvP, I don't go to that, but warp XP. So that's what I'm doing. Basically, I'm just recycling items. And if you're wondering why I'm in leather armor, it's because I don't feel like having the durability of my diamond armor there. I don't really need it right now anyway. And then the leather armor, because I have my armor slot filled up, that way if I like shift click into this space from the hotbar, then it won't go just directly in here, and if I accidentally press right click while I'm holding an item, then it won't do anything. It won't like go onto my body, because if you right click with an item in your hand, it just puts it on you, puts like the armor piece on you, which is very handy if you need to use it. But it's because I'm working with a lot of armor sets, I wanted to make sure that I just didn't have that. Yeah, so that's pretty much what I'm doing. So it's, oh, I didn't realize there was an enchantment area. Huh, I should check these. Yeah, so this like is probably a close representation of, oh, that's at least in the corner, so of more of like how variety of just like here's a good example. Yeah, so I have like the odd random thing gravel. I actually have some like end stuff in my base because of that. It's just some purple blocks, but yeah, so you get a lot of bows, armor pieces. You'll occasionally get some like chainmail stuff too, but then you also get this rotten flesh. So yeah, there's a lot of like miscellaneous that I will be condensing at no real value, but hey, it's also happens to be happens to be April, which is the day where Earth Day happens. I don't know off the top of my head. I'll put the date on top of the screen. It has passed already, but in the spirit of wanting to clean up a community area and doing it for Earth Day, I decided to recycle some stuff. I have been taking a bunch of the rotten flesh though, because as you'll see in this section, I have one for arid bones, one for rotten flesh, and one for arrows. The rotten flesh, it's specifically so I can trade with my cleric villagers, because I decided to actually just bite the bullets. Like, okay, it's going to take a while for me to get the nether areas all set up. And so I'm like, okay, well, I can still get my clerics and, like, trade with them. I can also get them leveled up. So, and not only that, villagers restock. But, like, all of this rotten flesh I've gotten from the mob spawner because nobody's been taking it. And so I just get to use it for my own benefit. Which is really good, because because I also want, like, another pickaxe. But yeah, like, I had so much rotten flesh, and I got 58 emeralds from that. It is ridiculous how effective this can be for villager trading. And I'm not even done yet. So, I knew that was gonna be fairly ridiculous, like, going into it. Because there is no reason for me to be able to... Because, like, while this is a basic trade, it's really good if you have something to use it for. And cleric villagers are good because they can get you glowstone, but they also can give you ender pearls at high levels, so that would be ideal. And if one can't, then that's totally alright. And it looks like I actually ran out of rotten flesh. But I know I'm probably going to fill that double chest later today, so I'm just going to... oh wow, I just took the whole chest! See, this is why it's profitable. I just took, like, a double chest full of rotten flesh, and I turned it into 2 stacks, well, a stack and almost a stack and a half of just straight emeralds. Like, this is pretty good. And so I didn't realize how powerful it is. Wow. And so I have this area all carved out. So that's where the fuel will go, and then, which I might actually make a fuel station in here so that I can have some things go on. So I can also take the armor, such as the damaged chainmail armor, and smelt them down so I can get more fuel and maybe some of the gold too, but I don't really need the gold as much, at least at the current moment. And so I might actually add these, because this is supposed to be the nether room, and so I'll also have a nether portal out here. I won't light it until the end of the project though, because I'm paranoid about people finding my base, and if I have a guide to the nether where I'm going to be harvesting resources, then that's going to be bad. That's one of the reasons that I wanted to go, like, use that space that I originally went to create for just gather dirt and gather stone, and have it carve out that space there. It's because I want to have another portal there, and that's where I would be, like, getting the stuff for that area. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing today. So I will be... Are you going to bed? Is that what's going on? I think that's what... I'm not sure. They might just be wandering. I don't have my clock on me, so I'm not sure. Alright, so I'm unpausing because it looks like I might be dealing with someone, making a deal, and since I have enough levels from all of my recycling, I'm going to actually see if I can get some nether wood from this person. Because why not? Because then I would be able to start on at least the half of the room that is, the half of the room that has the fuel for over there. So, or blaze rods. Because blaze rods, I can make more clerics, and if I have more clerics, then I can sell more rotten flesh at a time. So, oh, that's actually 8 blaze rods for 2 diamonds? I'm going for the blaze rods because then I can get more clerics and I can use them for fuel. Okay. So why I'm waiting at Wolf Trade is because this is sort of like the trading center that helps stop people from getting scammed, basically. Now I will later use those for fuel and stuff, but for right now I'm putting it in there. Good trade. I've been doing this for the past... Killer asked if I was organizing and I'm like, yep. He wants to help, okay. Alright, so it looks like I managed to organize everything. So, and Killerschep, he's been helping me clean up, do like some of the last bit of things. And so, yeah, we got everything sort of signal, like, consolidated into this area. The organization's probably not going to stay long, but it does work, so there is that. I decided to put on my diamond armor because I didn't want to seem like, oh, I was just a new player or whatever. So I wanted to show off a little bit, and then, but yeah, I've gotten some good stuff, and yeah, it's been really satisfying. And I also figured out that you could just do this to combine them, and it was real easy, because if you try to do it in your little grid, then you have to drag them, and it's very annoying. But then you can just shift click, and oh boy, is it satisfying. Yeah, normally I would just ground these. He hasn't been disenchanting. I have, because I need the levels. And I haven't been, you know, doing that. So, yeah. But, dude, there's more armor and stuff. So I'll just do a quick tour around this area. And so you have the helmets over here. I'm actually going to steal this so I can combine them. So then the hats go in here, and then the tunics go in here. Then you have the pants, then you have the boots. And so that's the leather armor section. And then you have some chainmail, and then you have just a blank chest. And then over here, you have the blank chest. And then you have some miscellaneous, which I missed, apparently. But you have the boots, you have the helmets, you have the chest plates, and then you also have the pants. So you have that, and then on this section, you have the bows, which there is a lot of bows, so feel free to take them. Then you have the rotten flesh, which we'll probably take, and then we also have some bones, and then the arrows as well. So we have that all set up. And then we also have this space, which is more miscellaneous. So you have some iron armor, you have some iron tools, you have an empty chest, you have this potato. This is supposed to be like miscellaneous food. And then this is the pure miscellaneous, so I might separate these into just blocks for a couple chests off camera. And then you also have another double chest, so. Yeah, so that's pretty much what I do, and that's pretty much what I've been doing for the past, let me look, because I started around 9? That's what I've been doing for the past 4 hours, but it's been fun, so that's what I'm doing for this episode. But I have been using some of the, like, actually taking some of the rotten flesh. Let me just chat for a moment. So I have been selling to my clerics. Now I will have to interrupt their sleeping pattern, but I have been selling them. So I'm going to quickly sell for the night. You're cheaper. Where's the other? I thought we had. I know we have 4 clerics. I don't know where the 4th cleric went. Where was the cleric that I was just at? Oh, you were. Hello. So that one's locked out. But I've been basically just doing that occasionally. Not much, because I've been paying more attention to trying to fix armor and stuff. But I have gotten some pretty good currency. So, as you see, I have 33 emerald blocks and 33, well, technically 33 plus 4, which is about 37. But keep in mind, a block is 9 emeralds, so I've gotten quite a lot. I'm not going to do the math right now, I'll just put it on screen for the conversion. But overall, I've been having a good time, and so I'm just going to finish cleaning up my inventory for the stuff I don't need. Oh, fun fact, there was a stray zombie that got out of the spawner and I didn't have a weapon on me. JoJo reference, the one who I sold Deep Slate to, they gave me a diamond sword, and because they were just going to throw it out anyway. So I'm like, oh, thanks for the free sword, I guess. So I decided to keep it in my inventory just in case that happened again. So, yeah. Overall, I think we're doing a good job on keeping up with the different storage things, so I don't think. So I'm just going to leave it here. I hope you enjoyed watching this weird episode. I didn't really work on the base at all, but I did think I get some progress. And, I did also get some more items. So I did fix my pick, and from the, miscellaneous blocks, I also got some nether blocks, so I can at least start doing the sort of walls within the actual room itself. I'm not sure whether, I think I'm going to go with like a red theme because it's nether, so I'll be using sort of nether brick and like the standard nether brick, and then I will also be using the crimson wood, which I'll need to get. So, but overall, I think this is a good place to leave this episode. So I hope you enjoyed watching it, even though it was a little not standard episode. But I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye!